Hey guys, how's it going? So we're back with another video, and today I have my latest marketplace find. This is a Jackson JS32 that I got on Marketplace for $20. And I've said this before, but I think I can confidently say this is probably the worst condition guitar that I have ever bought. It has got so many issues. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, the guitar smells horrible. It smells like it was used as a litter box. Literally. It's sticky to the touch. It smells bad. And if you look at this residue here, and here, I don't know what that is. It's disgusting. I don't even want to touch the guitar. It's so gross. If you look at the Floyd, there's some rust in there. And this whole guitar is just kind of coated in like a nasty film too. Now, I don't know if it came this way, but I can actually feel the wood grain. So if this had a clear coat, it's been sanded off for some reason. As you can see, the switch tip is missing. Tone knob just kind of spins sort of freely. So I don't know what's going on with that. I can't even tell you about the fret edges because I haven't touched the fingerboard, because look at that. It's disgusting. It's green, corroded, nasty filth. Absolutely disgusting. But the fret wear looks pretty even, believe it or not. I don't see any frets popping up, but that needs a serious job there. If we go up to the top, we are missing our nut blocks. I took the truss rod cover off already, by the way, which the screws were all shredded. And after I got it off, I realized, oops, I forgot to film. Okay, let's flip it around and look at the back. Here's the back. The back plate is missing. Some serious buckle rash. So this guitar was played a lot. It's missing two of the screws that hold in the back cover as well. There's the underside of the Floyd Rose. Thankfully, the back of the neck is in pretty good shape. There was something here, probably said made in China or something, I don't know, but its sticker is missing. Jackson branded tuners, there's the neck plate. I would say, let's see if the neck pocket is cracked, but there's no paint. However, you can kind of see if you look real close right here. Actually, the neck pocket is cracked through the wood right here. So hopefully that is secure enough. We'll have to see. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the body of this guitar because I can't even touch it right now. So I'm going to grab some, I got like some sanding blocks here and some cleaner, and I'm just going to kind of go to town, try to get that residue and that nasty film off. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so I don't really know what to do here. I don't have anything available at the moment, like Old English or anything like that. So I'm going to use some lemon oil and just kind of spray it on this nasty parts here. And then I'm going to take this one of these sanding blocks, probably this bigger one here. And I'm just going to kind of try to sand away at that nasty stuff and see if I can get it to come off. It's actually working. Now, I would not recommend that you do this on your guitar because your guitar probably has paint, and this would really screw up some paint if you had paint. But since this is just basically natural wood grain, I don't really care. And honestly, just look at it. I think we pretty much got it already. Yeah, it's gone. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's do a little bit more right here. Well, there's your tip. If you've got a naturally finished guitar body and you got some nasty, gross stuff on it, spray some lemon oil and take some, this isn't steel wool, it's like steel wool replacement, and use this stuff. and just give it a nice cleaning with it. That's so much better. And it smells lemony fresh too. Now I probably stained the guitar, but I don't care. Okay, well that's done. Now I'm just gonna wipe it down with a rag here, because there's some of that residue crap came up when I did that just now. Hey, would you look at that? That looks a hell of a lot better, doesn't it? Okay, now we gotta figure out what to do about these frets, because they are absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna grab a tool and come right back. All right, so what I've decided to do, let me move the camera a little bit so you can see better. I've got this little metal thing here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover the fret. I'm actually gonna spray them real good too. So let's do that first. Just soak it, okay? I'm gonna cover the fret, and then I'm going to use the sanding block, and I'm gonna try to sand that nasty stuff off of it. So let's do that and see what happens. Perfect. There we go. All right, I'm not gonna make you watch me do that to all the frets on the whole guitar, so I'm gonna do that on all the frets on the whole guitar and come right back. Okay, well, that took some elbow grease, but look. It's a lot better now, don't you think? And now I can actually touch it. So I'm noticing some of these frets are a little sharp. Nothing groundbreaking on both sides. But I'm gonna worry about that. Well, you know what? Let's worry about it now. I've got some files here. Now again, I don't recommend you do it this way if it's a guitar you really care about, but since this is a garbage guitar, we're gonna do this the Big Jake way, right? Who cares? I'm gonna use this. I got two of these actually. And I found, honestly, sometimes all you gotta do is run this over those fret ends a few times and you've got it fixed. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then we'll take care of trying to clean this Floyd. So when I do this, honestly, I feel for where the sharp fret is, which I'm doing right now. And really, they're mostly okay on this end. It's on this end that they're really bad, which is really weird. I don't understand why. But what I do is I just come here to where the sharp fret is, like this one, and I just kind of grind it away. Just a little bit is all it takes sometimes. See? Just like that, and it's good. That's a lot better. So now let's figure out what we're gonna do with this Floyd. It is filthy and disgusting. I'm thinking, honestly, I'm just gonna spray a rag and just kind of wipe it down. So I'm gonna spray this rag that I have off camera with some cleaner. Okay, and then I'm just gonna wipe it down. I don't really care that it's dirty, to be totally honest with you. I just don't want it to be like fecal matter, you know what I mean? Because that very well could be what that is. I have a spare tremolo arm right here, so I'm going to go ahead and screw it in, and I'm going to use it to kind of pop it down so that we can clean the other part of it that you can't see right now. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. Grab some compressed air. That's better. And would you look at that? All right, I guess it's time for the moment of truth. Actually, before the moment of truth that involves stringing it up, which is what I was talking about, let's check and see if the pickups even work. So I got the amp turned on. Let's see. It appears to work. Let's string it up and see what happens. All right, so we've got it all strung up and ready to go. And we've got it plugged into the Line 6 Spider 2 head, HD75. Before you kill me, I'm going to tell you that this head has surprised me, and I really like it. We're going to review it later. But anyway, so for the sound test, we're going to use that. Because honestly, think about it, guys. If you're buying a guitar like this, you're probably not going to have like a JCM or a Plexi, right? You're going to have something like this. I think this is a fair amp to use for this test. So right now I have it on a clean setting. I made all these presets myself, by the way. These aren't what the amp comes with. And we're going to start with the neck pickup. Okay, clean. I will say right off the bat that it sounds very trebly, which is interesting. I'm not really sure how that's possible, but that's what I'm hearing. It almost sounds single coil-ish, but without the good things about a single coil neck. Anyway, let's go to the bridge, clean. That sounds pretty good, pretty sparkly. Let's put it on a crunch setting. Doesn't sound bad. Let's put it on the neck again. It's seriously, it almost sounds like a single coil, but not quite. That sound's growing on me a little bit. Alright, let's put it on the metal channel. This has got a lot of gain and reverb and delay and stuff. This Floyd feels awful. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I got another one right here as an example. And this one, it's the original Floyd without the fine tuners. And it feels a million times better. It doesn't feel smooth at all. It's like it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's geared or something. Like every as you move it, you kind of feel it like clicking around. I don't know if that's like the knife edges or the studs or what, but that does not feel very good. I own like 9 guitars with Floyds, and if you remember, we talked about that Floyd Rose Special, and this feels like that. It does not feel good at all. It feels bad. It's just like there's no good. It's hard to explain. It's like as you use it, it doesn't do anything, right? But you got to give it a lot of, and then it kind of like pops out. I don't know if the cavity wasn't routed right or what. Like, it's free and clear inside there, as you can see. And this is 10s with 3 springs. So it's not that the springs are too tight. I don't know. It's like it's weird. It's like it locks into place, and then as you push it down, then it kind of releases, and I don't know. It feels awful. It feels really bad. But let's pretend that the Floyd doesn't exist. Let's move this back, and let's just use it as a guitar, okay? Sounds pretty good. I mean, if you like metal, this guitar will do that, that's for sure. Let's put it on the neck pickup on this setting, see what we get out of it. Sounds great. Like I said, it sounds kind of like a single coil. It's weird. This guitar is not very good for what it looks like it should be able to do. But it is good at what you don't think you should be able to do, which is like blues kind of stuff. So weird. It's so weird. Okay, just to do it, let's put it on insane. Let's see what happens. Very disappointing to not be able to use the Floyd, I gotta say. Wow. Hey, would you look at that? The little thing that holds the arm in is super loose. Look at it spinning freely. Oh my god. Alright, so what do I think about the Jackson Dinky JS32? Stay away. I really hate to say that because I like the idea of this guitar, right? It's very lightweight. It's got great access to the frets. It has 24 frets, by the way. It's got a Floyd Rose. It's got 2 humbuckers, 3-way switch, volume tone, real simple. It's got Jackson branded tuners. It's got Jackson on the headstock. It's a Jackson. It's got binding. But, oh man. I mean, I know that this one was not in great condition, right? I know that we kind of had to bring it back to get it somewhere close to what it should be. But I gotta tell you, man, like, it feels bad to play. And it's not like the fingerboard's sharp, they got sharp fret ends, or the wood feels bad. It's just like, the shape just doesn't feel great to me. Now, you may be the kind of person that really likes a super thin and super wide neck. It's not even so much that, it just feels cheap, is the best way I can describe it. It feels cheap. It feels... And it's not because of the price, okay? It's not because I'm being a snob. This thing right here, okay, this is my trash guitar, the Annihilator. The neck on this guitar is like a Chinese mass-produced junk neck. And it feels amazing. So it's not about price or cost. I'm just being honest with you. This feels cheap. Maybe it's the weight, you know? Maybe the weight of it is so, maybe it's so light that it makes it feel cheap to me. I don't know. But let's move on to the sound, though. So the feel is obviously, if it sounds great but it feels bad, you probably still don't want it, all right? But let's move to the sound. I think the bridge pickup left a lot to be desired. I mean, it can do the really simple, like, metal chords. And when I say simple metal chords, I don't mean easy. I mean simple. I mean just driving rhythm, metal. You can do that with this bridge pickup. But that's it. Like, if you want any articulation, playing lead, you're not really going to get it with this guitar. And the pickups have nothing to do with this condition or state of the guitar, okay? The neck pickup, it sounds pretty good if you're playing blues, something like that. But, like, if you're going to do that, buy a Strat. Like, you don't buy this for that. That's not what this is for, right? And then the last thing that we have to talk about is the Floyd. The Floyd is awful. It is awful. It is as bad as that special that we reviewed separately a while ago. It's just not good. It feels awful to use. When you pull it down, it feels like it's stuck, and then you can feel it release. And I looked at the back, I've looked at this, and it's set up properly. It's got 3 springs with 10s. I have other guitars with 3 springs with 10s. Same scale length. Doesn't have this problem. So I don't know if it's because the knife edges are worn and they're getting stuck, or if it's the poles, the posts. I have no idea. But it feels awful. And now that's 0 for 2 for those Floyd Rose specials we've talked about on this channel. Not good. So what's my advice to you if you wanted to buy this? I would tell you to go buy one of these instead. I'm going to grab it off camera right now. Here it is. Kramer Baretta Special. Buy this instead. Okay? Does it have a Floyd Rose? No, it doesn't have a Floyd Rose. But this guitar is awesome. The neck feels so good. The pickup sounds amazing. The trim that it comes with, the stock one, is good enough. It's fine. The nut that it comes with is fine. Obviously, I've modified mine if you are a viewer of the channel. And if you're not, I'll tell you now. I've modified this. But not because it needed it. It's because I wanted to. I loved this guitar and felt like I should make it as good as I could possibly make it. But it doesn't need anything. It's great. This guitar is like $200 too, I think. 200 or 219. So it's a much better guitar. Don't spend $399 for this. Honestly, don't spend $100 or $150 for this, because you can buy a new one of those Kramers for the same price or less. I hate to be negative. I really do. I wanted to like this guitar. As cheap as I got it, I really wish I could be like, yeah, I got an awesome guitar for almost nothing and it's great, but man, is it worth more than I paid for it? Absolutely. But is it worth keeping? No, it's not. I gotta tell you to stay away. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for that Kramer Baretta special if you're interested in that. So, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and please subscribe. Please join the Discord if you haven't already. The link is in the description below. We talk about guitar, gear, etc. I actually posted a photo of this when I got it in the Discord, and we talked about it already in there before this video came out. So yeah, thanks again. Appreciate all of you. See you next time. Keep on rocking.